Hey loves, welcome back. Today we're gonna get ready together and do a full face of first impressions, and I'm gonna try out a bunch of new products so you don't have to. As always, make sure you grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it and do some glam. So per usual, Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. I do have a new eyeshadow palette today, but this is just always the go-to. Eyeshadow palette of the day is the Too Faced Appley in Love palette. How cute is this packaging? And this does smell like a very light kind of cinnamon apple candle. It's not too strong, but it does smell really good. This is what it looks like. So pretty. Let's go in with this color up top and set that eyeshadow primer first. Sweet on You is the shade. I actually love Too Faced eyeshadows. The chocolate palette was one of my favorites. I also really like the, I think it's called the Italian Spritz palette. That one was a really good one too. I still have that, so I think they have good formulas. And they usually all smell really good too, which is a bonus. I just feel like Too Faced is just like really cute. I know I feel like they've done a lot of very similar tones, but this is pretty. So now let's go in with this color and a little bit of this shade right here. We're gonna mix both of those colors. I love these really light mustardy tones, so I'm going to take this shade right here. That one is in Turnover. And I'm going to use another clean blending brush, and I'm going to apply that right into my crease just to diffuse out those two shades that I just used a little bit, and to bring a little bit more of that kind of yellow shade in there. Definitely very fall vibes. We're gonna do like a green gold look today. I do like the colors in here. I will say I don't really know how I feel about these red eyeshadows, like this color right here. I don't know, because I feel like red eyeshadow on my eyes, because sometimes my eyes are already red because I have really dry eyes. So I don't know about the red tones on me, but they're pretty. I'm gonna go in now. I think I want to mix this golden bronze shade with a little bit of the green color. Let's go in with this one first. This one is in Crunch Time. I'm gonna spray my brush, use a flat shader brush because that always just makes it pop so much more. I got these on Amazon. It's just like a little flat paintbrush. They're great for shimmers or glitters. So you always want to dip and then spray. I have a new setting spray too. This one's from Makeup by Mario. I cannot wait to use that. Okay, so it's actually not that pigmented with the brush and with the spray. It gives a really light little sheen, so you gotta use the finger. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so don't use a brush, use your finger instead. I'm gonna lay this color down first and then I'm gonna add the green over top. I kind of just wanted to... Oh wow, wait, because look, even on this side though, just using my finger, it doesn't really give a ton of pigment. This is actually a really light color. We need a little more. We need a little something. Let's add that green. This one is in Slice Baby. It's like that light, very pretty green. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, we needed a little extra. See, now it turns into like this lime-ish color, and I like it. I'm building it up. This one is definitely a little bit more vibrant than that gold color. You have to build these up. So I guess the whole palette really is more buildable, because I know not everybody likes super intense metallic-y shimmers. Sometimes you want something that's a little bit more toned down. I feel like some colors are a little bit more intense than others. All right, I'm wiping this off. Not because I don't like the colors. I think the colors are really pretty. By the way, I'm using my Haley's Beauty makeup remover. It's one of my favorites. I feel like even though I just said I'm intimidated by red eyeshadow, I feel like I need to use the red eyeshadow today. I mean, look at the palette. It's literally an apple. So we're redoing it. That was really cute, but it was really simple. So we're gonna do something different. I already re-primed and I set with that light shade. Now let's go into these two colors right here in the crease. You know, that's what it's all about. Playing with makeup, trying new things. And if I hate it and if it's ugly, then whatever. At least I tried. So let's do it again. By the way, I love the way this palette smells. I think this one smells the best out of all of them. It's very fall. It's very cozy. I feel like I need a candle that smells like this. It smells so good. I do love fall scents. They're just so cozy. Let's go into Baskets Full first. I'm going to lay the matte shades down before going in with the shimmer. This is like a kind of reddish, but it has a bit of like a burgundy undertone to it. So I'm going to just start by tapping that color on the outer lid. Okay, it's a little patchy. I feel like colors like this in general, like really deeper burgundy, purple tones, sometimes they can be. I've heard before that they are difficult to make in the lab, and that's why sometimes they look a little bit more patchy. So we're gonna just build it up. And I'm gonna add a shimmer to this as well, that shimmery red. So if it does look a little patchy, hopefully that should help. The actual shade though looks a lot better than I was expecting. This is actually very pretty. Now let's go in with the Appley in Love color. I'm gonna take that on a flat shader brush, and I'm gonna start kind of packing that on the lid, but also mixing it with that shade that I just used on the outer lid as well. So we're doing a little combo here. I'm taking a little bit of the shade Core Values as I apply the burgundy color, and just using this, tapping off the excess by the way, just right around the edges to diffuse everything out. And I'm kind of like spot cleaning my brush as I go. The red is actually very pigmented. It's more of a sheen, doesn't have a lot of sparkle to it, but it's actually applying really nicely. I will say though, when you first apply these colors, like the burgundy color specifically, it comes off a little patchy, but it does actually blend better than I was expecting. I don't hate this, surprisingly. It's actually pretty. So this is your sign to try new things. Use the colors in your palette that you typically would not use, because what's the worst that could happen? You don't like it and then you just wipe it off and then it's fine. We're gonna go in now with a little bit of this color right here, Orchid Stroll. It's like a really light muted gold. I'm gonna just tap that color onto my lid. This is pretty. And I think I'm gonna add some of that golden shade on the bottom here, Crunch Time, in the center a little bit. My brown bodysuit is inspiring me to do a little brown wing, so we're gonna just wing this out a little bit with this color right here on the bottom. I'm gonna just do a little extension, nothing too crazy. I honestly just love the way this looks with my eye shape. Look at me too, not even using my eye tapes. I'm just like, at this point, I feel like I could do the shadow wing in my sleep. It's my signature, you guys know. I'm curling the lashes and I'm using a new favorite mascara, Hailey's Beauty Reveal Lash Lengthening. This is incredible on my straight lashes, especially because I always like to curl them first. And I just heated up my lash curler, by the way, but this is a really good formula. It's been my go-to. It's super lengthening, which I definitely need. I feel like honestly for my lashes, since they are so straight and not super long, I need the length more than the volume. I like this formula too because it doesn't weigh my lashes down, because it's not very wet. It's a little bit more kind of like of a drier formula, but it's not too dry. It doesn't flake or get clumpy. Yay, we're finally moving on from the eyeshadow, you guys. That was a journey, but I actually love the way this look turned out. It's so much more wearable than I thought. Honestly, I was definitely overthinking it. So if you see those colors in your palettes that you don't typically use them. If you're still watching and you made it to the end of this eyeshadow journey, comment a little teddy bear emoji. Now let's get into the skin. I have a new primer here from Milk Makeup. This is the Hydro Grip and Glow Primer. It says it's a hydrating makeup gripping gel primer with blue agave extract, hyaluronic acid, and light reflecting pearls for a luminous dewy glow. I also have a new foundation, so I think I'm only going to use this on one side so we can kind of see the foundation, you know, for what it is. So let's see. Let's try it. Oh wow, very glowy. Very pretty. Now, of course, this is a dewy, super glowy primer, so you can see it is going to accentuate your pores. So just a little FYI. Let's put some of this on the forehead. I'm only going to do this on one side because I have a new foundation and I want to see how it looks with the glowy primer and without. It is a little tacky, but it definitely gives a pretty glow. Let's apply the original Power Grip on the other side, or Hydro Grip. Power Grip, I'm thinking e.l.f. Which I do think is a nice primer, but if I'm being honest, I feel like the e.l.f. Power Grip is a very, very good dupe. So you're gonna get that same hydrated look, but of course this one has that golden touch to it. So it's gonna be way more glowy and radiant, whereas this one is just more hydrating and has that grippy texture. This one has that grippy texture, but I feel like it's not as sticky as the original Hydro Grip. New foundation alert from LYS Beauty. So this is the Triple Fix Blurring Foundation Stick, available in 22 shades, as it has green tea extract, watermelon seed extract, and rose hip oil. So it says it's actually an ingredient-rich skin tint, which gives the skin a natural veil of coverage with added benefits of serum and primer. So they sent over 2 shades. I'm gonna swatch both. We have TG1, which is described as a light tan with golden undertones, and this one's in latte. First, I think that's going to be a perfect match, if I'm being honest. The other color is going to be a little bit too light. It's MN5, and this one is described as almond medium skin with neutral undertones. I'll swatch it in case you're wondering. Yeah. See, it's a little bit too light. This is going to be my shade whenever I don't have a tan, maybe in like a month or so. But I'm going to use TG1 because that looks like a perfect color match. I just wipe that away and I'm going to just go over it with TG1. So let's blend this in and let's see. Oh wow, that's supposed to be a skin tint? That looks amazing. That has good coverage. I love how creamy this is. It's like butter, literally. That looks so good. I love the coverage it provided. I love the finish of it. Oops, got some in my hair. It's not super full coverage, but it doesn't claim to be. You can see that pimple, it covered up the redness, but you can still kind of see it peeking through, but it's still, I think, covered it up really nicely. Let's do the other side now and see how it applies with the glowy primer. You know, typically stick products like this can just be really thick and cakey, but look at how this just melts into the skin. I definitely see that skincare in there for sure. And the color match is on point. Thank you so much, LYS. They got the shades like down to a T for me, so thank you. This looks beautiful though, like truly. Let's try to build it up right here to see if it'll cover that up a little bit better. Oh yeah, buildable. You know what else I love about LYS? I feel like they have quality products and they're not that expensive to be at Sephora. I believe nothing they have is over $25, which I think is really big for a high-end brand. So I love that. Okay, we have a new blush shade from Rare Beauty. So these are new shades of the liquid blush and their lip oil. So let's try this out. It's actually gonna go perfect with today's look as well. This color is in Resilience. It's like that burnt kind of orange color. I love Rare Beauty blushes. I'm actually going to put some of this on the back of my hand and then from here blend it out because we already know how pigmented these are. Look at that color. That is beautiful. This matches perfectly too with the eyeshadow. Dear Bernard being so dramatic right now. He's waiting for me to get done. He's right outside of the door. This is a beautiful everyday color. I actually love this a lot. This could be great for so many different looks for the fall. This could be just like your go-to blush. We have a new concealer. Oh wait, also I forgot. I have this dewy stick from Ciate London. This one is in bronze. It's just like a true bronze. Oh, I was gonna use this as bronzer, but look. Like it's glowy, but it's like barely barely bronzed. It's very, very light. Well, it does, but this is very pretty though, the Ciate London. I think this might work a little bit better if you are very lighter in skin tone because it is pretty light. It's not too orange, so it could work. It actually does show up, like the more that I applied it here on my forehead, it did show up a little bit better than I was expecting. It's not as pigmented as I thought, but this could work if you have a lighter skin tone, I think. But it does give a little something. New concealer alert. This one is from Danessa Myricks. It's the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer, and I got this in shade number 7. I have no idea if this is gonna match. 7 Golden. I swatched this in store. 6 just looked a little bit too light, and I don't really go for that super light under eye anymore, so I'm like, okay, maybe 7 will work. I wanted to get the Yummy Skin Tint, but they didn't have my shade also, so we just went with the concealer this time. This is what it looks like. Very cute packaging. Oh, see, even this looks kind of light. Let's blend this in. So it says it's a soft matte, medium buildable coverage serum hybrid concealer with 9 plant-powered ingredients that flex with your skin to lift, smooth, and correct. Add another little layer. It doesn't feel too thick too for like a medium coverage concealer. I think it has a really nice thin formula, but it does provide coverage. This definitely brightens too. Ooh, that looks so good. I needed that really, really bad. That looks beautiful. Honestly, I probably could have even maybe went up a shade in this, but it still looks pretty though. Concealer after blush is really a game changer. It makes it look so much more blended and better. Now we're gonna set with the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Soft Blur Setting Powder, and this one is in Neutral Light 2. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks blurred and soft. Wow, it kind of gives blurred vibes like the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. Wow, that looks stunning. Let's do a little bit right on the T-zone. I do have another powder too from Rare Beauty that I want to try. I'm going to put that on my forehead on the perimeter of the face, but you can just see how gorgeous and blurred the Makeup by Mario powder is. Wow. I mean, I know I literally just applied it, but I mean, first impression, I think this is the best product that I've tried from Makeup by Mario. That looks beautiful, but I feel like the powder is a little bit more finely milled than Huda Beauty, because you know Huda Beauty is so gorgeous and blurred on the skin, but it's a pretty, you know, kind of more heavy powder. But this one feels a little bit more like a lighter version to that one. Now we have the Rare Beauty finishing powder here. I have the little pamphlet that they sent over. Look how gorgeous Selena Gomez is. It says True to Myself tinted pressed finishing powder, retails for $30. She's pricey. This is a weightless tinted powder that does it all. Instantly blurs, smooths, reduces shine, and sets makeup with a natural finish that stays true to you and your skin. Talc-free formula, and it comes in 14 shades, which I think is actually really good. So this one I have in the color light beige. Hopefully it matches. It kind of looks a little bit dark, but I'm gonna just set the rest of my face. Let's start with the forehead first. I'm gonna use a little puff that comes with it. Well, it doesn't come with it, but they sent it. And I love how so many brands are coming out with puffs nowadays, because these really make you look so flawless. Let's do it. Let's do it right on the forehead. Okay, yeah, I think the color is a little bit too dark. Yeah, it is too dark. So I'm noticing as I'm setting my forehead here, you can see a little bit of that glow still from that Milk Makeup primer on the forehead. And I also did use that Ciate London like bronzer stick, so that's probably why as well. I need to get another shade of this powder. It definitely does look like skin. It doesn't apply really powdery, but it does absorb any excess shine. A little bit too dark though, that's the only thing. So I'm gonna just dust a little bit of this with a brush on my chin so that it doesn't pick up too much product, you know what I mean? Just a little bit like this. The puff, it kind of just like really pressed the product on a little bit more so it looks darker, but with the brush I think it looks a little bit better. I do need a lighter shade in this, but it does look very pretty, very soft. I definitely want to get the powder in a lighter shade because I do actually love the way that it looks. It just almost gives the skin just very healthy look, but it sets everything and makes it look very blurred and pretty and skin-like. For the inner corners, I think I want to do like just as many colors as I can. Let's see how this little pinky shade looks, and then I think I'm going to do some green on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of the orchid, or no, this color right here. Sparkling Cider. It kind of makes it like into an icy pink. And it has that glitter, so it's cute. For eyeliner, I think I'm going to do the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Punch. Let's see how this looks. It's like a very bright yellow. Do I want to do that color? Actually, I don't know. Ooh, this is like a copper. Maybe this actually would be better. ColourPop in Get Lucid. Oh yeah, I like this because it goes with like the red eyeshadow actually. Now I think I'm gonna do a little green. These two greens. Let's see how it looks. If I hate it, I'll just cover it up with the red. Okay, wait, I'm actually loving all the colors. Let's line the lips with the Fenty Beauty lip liner. Specifically, this is the traced out pencil lip liner, and I love the color Rubber Bands 05. I love the way this just truly glides on the lips. This is one of the best lip liners I've tried this year. Now, I think we should try that new lip oil from this little duo set, the Only Murders in the Building. And this is the tinted lip oil in the shade Delight. Let's see how it looks with this. Oh, it's pretty. It almost goes on like a lip jelly. It's super lightweight and comfortable. Last but certainly not least, we have a new setting spray in town from Makeup by Mario. I'm gonna set my makeup the way Makeup by Mario does. I saw a video on TikTok where he does 1, 2, 3 sprays, which is not how I do it. You guys know I do like a bunch, but really you don't need to do that much setting spray because realistically you are kind of pretty much wasting a lot of it. So I'm gonna do it his way. That feels so good. No scent. The mister is beautiful. And that just feels like refreshing. So let's let that marinate a little bit and then we will chat about all the goodies. Starting off with this eyeshadow palette, I actually like this a lot more than I thought. The colors are fun. It's a really pretty color story. I think there's a good variety of neutrals with some pops of color. You could do a ton of different looks with this. I definitely want to do more fall makeup with this because I actually really love also the red tones in here. The more that I applied them, the more that I was like, wait, this is actually stunning and super wearable. It's not too much, you know? I thought it was just going to be a little bit too red and intense, but I think everything performed really well. And some of the colors, you do have to kind of work with them a little bit. They could be a little patchy when you first apply them, but I think they do layer really nicely. They blend well. And overall, it's not my all-time favorite high-end eyeshadow formula, but I still do enjoy using it. And I also love the way this smells. I know it's kind of random, but you know, I smell all my products. It smells so good. It's definitely just giving me all the fall vibes. So I will definitely continue using this. I love the look I created today, and this is super cute. Why is like above my lip literally getting so oily? I have no idea. I had some glitter there, so then I put a little bit of foundation over top and I set it with the powder, and like the shine is still coming through. It's so annoying. I have no idea why. But anyways, let's move into the complexion. So I actually do like the Milk Hydro Grip Glow Primer. This is beautiful. It's not as sticky as the original Hydro Grip, and I actually think the foundation and everything applied really nicely over top of this, so I do really like that. I also loved the LYS foundation. I think this just melted into the skin so beautifully. It gave really nice coverage. It is very hydrating, so I think this is going to be for those of you who have maybe more combo to normal skin. Maybe if you have more dry skin, you're going to enjoy this formula, because for a stick foundation, it's not dry, it's not cakey, and it feels really lightweight on the skin. So I will also continue using this. I'm still a little on the fence about the Danessa Myricks concealer. I think it's nice, but I can't say that it's my absolute favorite. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, it looks okay. I still think I like my House Labs concealer more, but I'll have to continue experimenting with this. I think I also need maybe 1 or 2 shades up from this because it's a little bit too light, but it's still really pretty, and it also did give good coverage. Look, it's like coming through again. Why is it doing that? Putting powder, I'm setting it, and it's like that shine is still there. Like, go away. The Makeup by Mario powder is gorgeous, by the way. I want to keep using this also with my favorite concealers and go-to products, but this is gorgeous. But it just gave a really seamless look on the under eyes. And also, I took a photo with Flush in my closet with the lights off so we could see if it gave any white cast, and it did not. I think that looks really good. I'm definitely really glowy, like you can see with Flash. I think it's from the primer and maybe also the Ciate London Dewy Stick that I used. But the powder overall, I think, looks pretty good. The Only Murders in the Building and Rare Beauty duo. This is a fall duo right here. I love this lip combo with the lip liner, and then the blush is perfection. So this is a 10 out of 10. I want to get also another shade of the Rare Beauty powder. I think this is nice as the color is just a little bit off for me, but it does give that very seamless, natural finish, but it does set your makeup. So I will be getting this in a lighter shade because I like the way that this made my makeup look. It's just a little bit too dark, but I think it's pretty. Oh, the Makeup by Mario spray. Also want to continue using this. This has a beautiful mist. I love a good setting spray, and I want to experiment with this a little bit more because apparently this is going to lock your makeup in for up to 16 hours. I never wear my makeup for that long, I'm going to be honest with you, but I'm going to continue using it. So you guys will be seeing a lot of these in upcoming fall Get Ready With Me, so stay tuned. Let me know if you have tried any of these as well. I think my favorite product of the day is the Rare Beauty combo right here. This is gorgeous. I really love this lip combo. I'm also obsessed with the foundation. Like, it looks so good. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me. Make sure to subscribe for new videos every week, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye.